Good morning. Today we're on lesson 90. I can't believe how this is going by. It's been really amazing. I'm very excited. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Today we are on lesson number 90 in A Course in Miracles. For this review, we're going to use two lessons, 79 and 80. Lesson 79. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. Let me realize today that the problem is always some form of grievance that I would cherish. Hold on one second. Wait, I think I need to start again. What happens is there's these applications that are dragging. Okay. And they cause the system to use a lot of energy. And then the video drags. And right now, okay, there we go. That should make it a little faster. All right, I'm going to start again. Good morning, everybody. This is Reverend Lynn LaBorde coming to you, doing the lessons from A Course in Miracles and channeling Mary Magdalene. Today we're on lesson 90, which is a review of lesson 79 and 80. Lesson 79. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. Thank you. Let me recognize today that the problem is always some form of grievance that I would cherish. Let me also understand that the solution is always a miracle with which I let the grievance be replaced. Today I would remember the simplicity of salvation by reinforcing the lesson that there is one problem and one solution. The problem is a grievance and the solution is a miracle. And I invite the solution to come to me through my forgiveness of the grievance and my welcome of the miracle that takes its place. Some specific applications of this idea might be these forms. This presents a problem to me which I would have resolved. The miracle behind this grievance will resolve it for me. The answer to this problem is the miracle that it conceals. And then lesson number 80 says, let me recognize my problems have been solved. I seem to have problems only because I am misusing time. I believe that the problem comes first, and time must elapse before it can be worked out. I do not see the problem and the answer as simultaneous in their occurrence. This is because I do not yet realize that God has placed the answer together with the problem, so that they cannot be separated by time. The Holy Spirit will teach me this, if I will let him. And I will understand it is impossible that I could have a problem which has not been solved already. These forms of the idea will be useful for specific applications. I need not wait for this to be resolved. The answer to this problem is already given me, if I will accept it. Time cannot separate this problem from its solution. I love those. So lesson 79, let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. And lesson 80, let me recognize my problem has been solved. Beautiful. There was a body of material that I studied years ago called holodynamics, and it was created by a brilliant man named Dr. Vernon Wolfe. And he used to say that every problem is created by its solution, looking for a place to manifest. That reminds me of this very much. All right, I'm going to bring Magdalene through. Oh. Greetings, beloved ones. It is always a delight to be with you in communication. We understand that through this modality, you are able to hear our words of love. You are able to listen to the lessons that my beloved has brought forth Understand, beloveds, that every time you come upon a problem, you have held a grievance against a situation, against a person, or against yourself. Herein lies the problem. But understand, beloved, that the undoing of a grievance, the undoing of a problem, takes merely a moment of forgiveness. For forgiveness shines light upon what is not true, grants love and grants beingness that is indeed divine. So when you look over your life and the myriad of circumstances and situations that seem to cause you pain, that seem to cause you anxiety, that seem to cause you anything other than perfect peace, understand that you have mistakenly perceived something to cause you grief. And the beauty of the miracle, beloveds, is that as soon as you apply the salve of forgiveness to each and every circumstance, you are immediately granted the divine and holy light that purifies and cleanses your mind. You are immediately aligned with the Holy Spirit. If you will but grant yourself access, if you will but turn within and say, I must have decided wrongly because I am not at peace. I will to be at peace. This beautiful prayer was written in the text. For understand, beloveds, each thought, each action, and the words that you speak are you granting your God-given will to every circumstance. You have willed the grievances in your lives. You have willed the pain in your existence. This is a very high-level conversation that will require of you to take full and whole responsibility for every circumstance that you have created in your life. This is a conversation that is indeed difficult for many, for it has been easier to have been inculcated in a society that has said, this person did this to me, and this circumstance should not be, and to find grievances everywhere you look. People speak in the language of them. They talk about their troubles. They talk about their problems. They blame others for their circumstances. But beloveds, for you to be able to affect change, for you to be able to align yourself with the mind and the will and the heart of God, you must ask for assistance of the heavenly realm. You must be willing to say, of myself, I feel as if I can do nothing. But truly, beloveds, the one thing that you can do is make the choice for love. Reach out, reach within, reach up, wherever you feel a connection to the Holy Spirit, and ask for assistance. Ask for guidance. Ask to be realigned with the mind and the will and the heart of God. And here you shall indeed find your freedom. You shall recognize yourself in another. You shall look upon the one who has pained you the most and say, I see you through the eyes of innocence. When you allow yourself, when you grant yourself your own innocence, beloved, when you are able to forgive yourself for the seeming misperception, there is a freedom. There is a celebration that ensues, for you have given to yourself love. And then therefore you can grant that to another. You can grant them forgiveness. You can grant yourself forgiveness. And when innocence prevails, when innocence is seen within and when innocence is seen without, you are freed from forgiveness and the need to perpetuate grievances. You come to a place where you realize that forgiveness was never necessary, or there was never any harm that was done. The harm that was done was in the thinking that things and circumstances should be other than they are. And everything that has occurred to you, beloved, you have chosen, you have manifested, and you have generated. through the use of your own will, through the use of your own mind. See, every being is granted the mind of God. And when thoughts go by unchecked, when there are beliefs that have been granted, commandments, precepts, misunderstandings, when they have been taken as law, you will find yourself in a bit of a mess. So slow down enough, beloved ones, to examine the thoughts that go by, the thoughts that have been planted deeply within, the thoughts that have been chosen. It may seem like a painstaking process, beloved ones, but truly the freedom that is available is profound. When you come to realize that the complaints that you utter, the very words that you speak, are crafting and molding your reality, allow yourself, dear ones, to think a different thought. Allow yourself, beloved ones, to look upon your own reflection in a new way. Allow yourself a day of opposites. If you find that you always sit to the right, sit to the left. If you find that you always walk forward, walk backwards. If you find that you always sleep on one side of your bed, sleep on the other. If you find that you always eat with your right hand, eat with your left. Allow your brain to begin to be rewired, beloveds. Allow your mind to begin to think and to create new neural pathways rather than the habitual thinking that you have, the rules that you have. All men are this way, all women are this way. Everyone of this religion, everyone of this race is this way and that way. Understand that there are prejudices, beloveds. You have prejudged another. And in that judgment lies the shadow, and in that judgment lies the grievance, and in that judgment lies the darkness, beloveds. So today, allow yourself, if you can, to investigate. What have I judged? How have I already condemned? How have I already assigned blame? And there you will find your freedom. Look within, beloved ones, and see if there is not an aspect of you that you see in another, that you criticize and that you condemn and that you judge. Can you allow yourself, dear ones, to look within and see the beauty that you are, and then look and see the beauty that another is, one that you have judged harshly, one that you feel has wronged you? Allow yourself the grace, beloved ones, of recognizing the holiness that you are, and the holiness that those who you perceive to be outside of you are as well. And then there is a miracle that occurs. And all of the sense of separation and all of the judgment falls to the wayside. And you are left with the beauty and the purity that you are. So allow this to come to you, beloved ones. It is indeed a choice that you make at each and every moment. You have always our blessings and our love. We are here to support you on your journeys. Call upon us, and we will, in an instant, bring you back to the realization that you are the very essence of God's love and holiness. So allow your problems to fade today, beloveds, through the acts of kindness and forgiveness. Allow your day to be filled with the beauty and the love and the recognition that you are indeed as God created you. We love you, and we will speak with you again. Thank you all so much. Hi, Kimmy. I wish everybody a really beautiful day. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you again tomorrow.